Today I'll be showing you the basics of amigurumi. To begin, you'll have to pick your yarn. Today I'm going to show you how to use a fairly thick yarn, just so it can be shown on camera a little bit better. This happens to be Lion Brand, Hometown USA. If you look on the back, it's going to tell you important information. How much is in the skein, how many yards approximately, or meters. Okay, this is 100% acrylic. It's a super bulky or 6 weight yarn. If you use a size N13, which is a 9mm hook, your gauge should be 4 by 4 inches after doing 8 rows of 6.6 stitches, which is a little strange. Mostly that's going to be really dependent on how tight or how loose you crochet. Here I have a size N hook, which in my case is actually a 10mm hook instead of a 9mm. For amigurumi, normally I go down a size, but for this tutorial I want to show you what it looks like without pulling it too tight, making the stitches too small. So the first thing you're going to need to do is either make a slip knot and then some chains to form a loop, or make a magic ring. To make a slip knot, you're going to hold the yarn in your fingers like this, wrap it around, hold it like that, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull it down. This makes a slip knot. You pull on your tail thread and it gets loose. Working yarn, it gets tighter. Let me show you again. Hold on to the yarn, wrap it around your fingers, and pinch it. Insert your hook under the first loop like that, and grab the second one, and pull it out, and pull it tight. That makes a nice slip knot. To make a magic circle, you're going to do fairly close to the same thing. You're going to hold the tail end in your fingers like that, wrap the yarn around your fingers, hold it like that, and pinch it. And again, insert the hook underneath the first yarn, give it a little twist, and pull out the other one. Then you would just chain, and this makes your magic circle, magic ring, whatever you wish to call it, and you would continue on from there. I'll show you one more time. So you're going to pinch it, wrap it over your fingers, and make an X like that. Go under the loop, grab the yarn, pull it out and twist it, yarn over, and pull it through. And I like to make sure that this isn't getting caught. And that's how you make a magic circle. One of the most important things to know about crochet is how to chain. Every chain begins with a slip knot, which I just showed you. Wrap the yarn around your fingers like this insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it out, pull it down. Nice and tight. And now you have a slip knot. Holding your yarn isn't really important as long as your tension is always even. I like to wrap it around my hand like this and then around my finger. So the working yarn is coming off here, the tail is here, and this finger right there holds my tension. To chain, you'll just wrap the yarn from the back of the hook over the front of the hook, grab it with the actual hook part of the crochet hook, and pull it through. That creates your first chain. Let's do that again. Wrap the yarn from back to front around the hook, hook it under the actual hook part of the crochet hook, and that is a lot of me saying hook, and then pull it through. That's called a yarn over. One more time, yarn over and pull through. That's how you make a chain. If you look at the chain, let me put that hook down for a second. If you look at the chain, it's going to look like little V's. Right here, and there, and there. If you turn it over onto the back side, it's actually going to look like some kind of chain, like a necklace chain, and almost little tiny knots, which is really what you're making. Let's continue making chains so that I can show the next part fairly easily. I'm going to take this out and show you one more time from the slip knot. Put your hook in the slip knot. And pull it down. Wrap it how you like around your hand. Yarn over and pull through one. The first never counts as one. The first loop never counts as one. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll have to pull up some more yarn here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, in the rules of crochet, to step up to the first row, you actually have to crochet one more for a single crochet height. So I'm going to crochet one more, or chain one more, and then I'm going to single crochet my way back to the beginning. To do a single crochet, you're going to skip that last one and go into the right next to it. And this is where it's up to you. You can go through that location right there, or you can go through that part right here. And that's what I normally do, so that you have that nice V shape on the top. So insert your hook, and don't lose it like I just did. Yarn over and pull back through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through both of them, but don't lose your yarn. You should form another loop, a new one on your hook. That is the first crochet, single crochet. Let's do that again. Find the place where you're going to insert your hook, which I'm going for the bottom. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. And now you have 2 single crochets on your project. One more time. Insert your hook, so you have that nice V on the top. Yarn over, and you'll see I'm wrapping it this way, not this way. That's awkward. Wrap it this way. Yarn over and pull through. 2, loops on your hook, yarn over back to front, because that's not awkward. The other way would be awkward. This way it doesn't really work. It's this way. And pull through, and pull through too. One more time. Find where you're going to put your hook, which I'm going for the bottom, not there, but here. Here, put your hook in. You'll see that V on the top. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have two. Yarn over again and pull through both of those. Now you have one again. Again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull it through two. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Now you have one loop again. Insert your hook again into the next stitch, or the next chain, can be called either. Got that nice V on top again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, pull through two. Now we're nearing the end, and we need to be very careful about not missing any stitches. So once again, I'm going to insert my hook like that. Got that nice V on top again. You see it right there. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. Last one. Insert your hook, and this one is always the toughest for me. Here's that nice V again. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have two. Yarn over again, pull through both. And now you finished your first row of single crochet. It's going to twist on you. That is perfectly normal. When you're working back the other way, it'll start to straighten out. And by the time you've done 3 or 4 rows, it'll be completely straightened. That's how you single crochet. Alright, we've come to the end. Of our beginning chain. We're now back at the slip knot, which is right there. And we need to start a new row. To do the new row, you need to step up again. In the rules of crochet, single crochet only needs a single chain to step up. So yarn over and pull through. Just like we did at the very beginning of this. Now you're going to turn your work so it's going the correct way for you. And if you look at the top of your single crochets from before, we have those nice V's again. This one is the chain. This one is your first stitch. Just like before, we're going to stick our hook under both of those loops of that V. This is for a normal single crochet. Insert the hook, yarn over, and pull through. Now you have 2 loops, just like before. Yarn over and pull through both of those. That gives you your first single crochet of this row. Do it again. Insert your hook under both of those loops. For a normal single crochet, there's the 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, or pull up a loop, sorry. Now pull through 2. One more time. Insert your hook under both loops. There they are. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. In crochet, or in amigurumi crochet, I pull fairly tight and use really tight tension because I don't want the stuffing to come out. I don't want it to poke out anywhere because the stitches are too loose. So let's continue on. We'll do another one. Insert your hook under both loops. There they are. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull it down. In normal crochet, you would not pull it down like that. You would just leave it loose. But in amigurumi, I like it nice and tight, so that's what I do. Pull it down. One more time, insert your hook under both loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. And you have one loop on your hook now. And I'm going to be quiet now. We'll just do the last few here. Alright, I'm on my last one, and you need to make sure that you don't skip one at this point. It looks like there's nothing there, but if you look at it this way, you'll see that there's that part sticking out. That is this last stitch. If you go back and count, we started with 10 chains, so we should have 10 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, which means we're still missing one. To find it, I like to insert my hook and find the first loop, the front loop, insert my hook in the back, and find the other loop of the V that we're looking for. Then put my finger nail kind of in there so that I can insert my hook a little more easily. And if you notice, there's that V again, right there. Yarn over, pull up your loop. Now you have 2. Yarn over again, pull up a loop, and there's your single crochet. Alright, we finished the first row and the second row a single crochet. We're going to step up by chaining 1, because in the rules of crochet, the height of a single crochet is 1 chain. Turn your project. Here's our chain right there. And this is our first stitch. Now you can continue single crocheting all the way back to the beginning, but now I need to show how to do a front loop single crochet. If you remember, there's a V right there that is 2 loops that we normally would go under both, like this. But for a front loop only, we're only going to go under the front loop, oddly enough. Sorry, I have allergies and it's making me sound a little crazy. So insert your hook under the first loop, yarn over just like in a single crochet, pull up that loop, yarn over again, just the same as you would for a single crochet, pull through both loops, and there you go. Now if you look, this pulls it up, and the back loop kind of gets pulled tighter in the back there. That's what you want. This will become important in doing decreases and increases here in a little bit. Once again, pull up just, or insert your hook just under the first loop. And if you notice how I did that, I used the hook to pull it out and away from the back loop. It's a lot easier. So yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both of those loops. One more time, insert your hook from behind the front loop only, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. I'll be quiet now until we get to the end. Alright, we're at the last stitch. It's always good to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Just like we were doing before, go under only the front loop. It might be a little tricky to find it, but I promise you it's right there. Insert your hook under just the front loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. The front of this is going to look fairly normal. The gaps here will be a little more open than the ones below. But if you turn it on the back, and again, I'm really sorry about all the allergies, you're going to see a nice ridge forming here. And that actually is going to help. You can make a ribbed pattern doing that. Or in amigurumi, it actually forms your fold. So if you're going from the side of something to the top of something, you'll have this nice ridge that folds quite naturally on its own. Alright, now we're going to do back loops only. So as before, we're going to chain 1 to step up and turn our work. Just like before, we're looking at, there's our chain. We're looking for that nice V right there. But instead of trying to go under both or under just the first one, we're actually going to go under just the back one. So take your hook and kind of push your way through there. And again, we have 2. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. Just like you've been doing before with a single crochet. These are normal single crochets. They just happen to be going through the back loop. So do it again. Find that V right there and go through just the back loop. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Do it again. Find the V. Go through the back loop only on that. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Do it again. There's the V. I don't know if you can see that. There's the V. Back loop only. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. There's the V. Insert your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. I'll be quiet for the rest one. Now double check. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have one more to do. And it's right there. And this one's going to be very tricky to find. But if you manipulate the stitch just a little bit, you'll be able to see it. Make sure you grab the whole of it, not just part. This yarn is very chunky, has lots of strands, all twisted together, and it's very easy to split. So if you have to, do like I just did, and drop your working yarn, and just kind of fight with it until you can get that loop pulled up. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through again. And what you have on the front side now is that same ridge. It almost mirrors the ridge from the front loop only line that we did. It's all very, very similar. And again, this is going to want to turn. It really wants to fold in on itself. So now, if I just manipulate this a little bit, we've almost made a rectangle. And you can actually see this on the inside, which is kind of cool. And will actually be useful in a lot of projects. So that's what the front looks like. If you turn it around, you'll notice that there is no ridge. Again, on the back it's nice and smooth. Alright, I'm back again. I'm going to show you how to do increases and decreases. So we're going to step up 1 and turn again. So chain 1 and turn. We're going to do the first stitch as normal. So single crochet in the first one, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Now, in normal decreasing, not necessarily amigurumi, but just in normal, you would insert your hook under both loop, or under both parts of the V on the top there to form your decrease. Yarn over. Now you have 2, and you go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2, or pull through 3. That is a normal decrease for non-amigurumi. Let's do another one. So we'll do a single crochet in the next. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Let's do a decrease again. And insert your hook under both loops of the next stitch, and yarn over, hold it on there. Go into the next one underneath the next V. Insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So now you have 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, and pull through both sets. So you're pulling through 3. And this is what your decreases are going to look like. Here's a normal crochet and a normal single crochet. And right here are your decreases. And you'll actually see that there's 3 lines coming out of that one, where there's only 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we'll do one more. Insert your hook for a normal crochet or single crochet. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. Oh, hold on, I had a knot in my yarn. There we go. So to decrease, we're going to go through the first stitch under both loops of the V, yarn over and pull up a stitch, or pull up a loop, sorry. You have 2. Go in the next one and do the same thing, yarn over and pull up another one. Now we have 1, 2, 3. Yarn over and pull through both. And then to count these, I like to say 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that means I have 1 left. yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So now we've used all 10 from the row below. Let's double check. We should now, because we made 3 decreases, we should have 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here's what we have so far. Now I'm going to show you how to do increases. So go ahead and chain 1 to step up, turn your project, and we're just going to single crochet in the first one, so go under both loops and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. Now I'm going to do an increase. An increase is actually a lot easier than even a decrease in that you're going to put 2 stitches in one spot. So here is our V right there. Insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops. So you put 1 there, we're going to put a second one in there. Same spot. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have 1 here and 2 there. Insert the hook into the next spot and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 for a single crochet. In the next spot, we'll put 2. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1 in that spot. Oh, sorry. 1 in that spot, and do a second one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So we have 1, 2. Single crochet again. Yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And in this one, we're going to do it again. We're going to increase again, so insert your hook under both V's, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And we're going to add another single crochet in the same location. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We should have a total of 9 stitches now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we need to do 1 more. And as you can see, if you look, the top of that is just kind of hanging out there, flopping in the breeze. So we need to catch it. Again, insert your hook under both loops, and this one can be tricky, as always, but under both parts of the V, right there. Go ahead and yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So now we should have a total of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. In amigurumi, increases are the same as in regular crochet, like if you were making a sweater or a blanket or something, okay? But the decreases are different, so let's do those. We're going to chain 1 to step up, turn your project, and we'll do the first one as a regular single crochet. There's the V, right there, sorry you can't see it. Insert your hook under both loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now to do a decrease in amigurumi, it's kind of like doing front loops only, but doing a decrease at the same time. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull out the front loop, and you'll see I use my hook to pull that. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. And then you're going to go to the next one. And pull up a second loop. And now you have three loops on your hook, and you're going to pull through all three. Now that's the first style of decrease, and the style I use most, pretty much exclusively for almost all of my amigurumi in the beginning, and then I found out that there is actually a better way that gives you a more seamless looking decrease. I'll show you that in a minute. We're just going to do a single crochet to get away from that decrease. Insert your hook under both loops, yarn over and pull through both, or yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. Okay, now it's going to get a little tricky, and I'll show you more than once. If you're looking at, let's see if I can fix my lighting here a little bit. When you're looking at the top of your piece, you see the ridges, the V's. We're going to do, again, the same kind of decrease as we did before, but instead of pulling up two loops, we're going to go under the first V, or front part of the first V, swing around and go under the next front part, or go under the front part of the next V. And yes, that's kind of tricky, and I'm sorry I was off the camera there. So now I'm going under the first one and the second one, yarn over and pull through both of those, and yarn over and pull through two to finish the single crochet. So now here is my original decrease with three lines coming off of there. Here's my new decrease, and it only has two, as if it were a normal single crochet. Hope you can see the lighting's not super great here. So there's the first regular single crochet, and here's the new style, the one I particularly like, because it leaves it very nearly invisible to, or blended into is probably a better word, the single crochets all around it. So we'll do one more. Insert the hook and do a regular single crochet, because you really don't want your decreases, if at all possible, right next to each other, because that'll cause puckering. So yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through two. Alright, once again we're going to look for the V, front loops only. We're going to go under the first one, swing around, and go under the front loop of the next stitch, like that. So we have the loop we started with, and under the front loops of the two stitches below, in the row below, sorry. Yarn over and pull through both of those. So now all you have is two loops instead of three, like a normal decrease. You only have two. Yarn over and pull through both. And then there's still that one stitch left we've left undone. Let's go ahead and catch that one too. Yarn over and pull through both of the, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through two. Now if we look at this, it's a whole lot harder to see exactly how you decrease this one and this one versus that one. And we should have 7 total stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's a whole lot harder to see those decreases. forgot to show you what it looks like on the back. On the inside, where you would be adding your stuffing, this is what it's going to look like on the inside. There's our normal decrease right here, and here's the two, and you can see that there's slight ridge here and slight ridge there, but that's on the inside and you'll never see that. So that's your basics on how to do single crochet front loops only, single crochet back loops only, single crochet increases, single crochet decreases, and single crochet decreases that are for amigurumi. Alright, so here's what we have so far, and I've actually just gone ahead and tied a little slip knot in the top so I don't have to cut the yarn. Now I'm going to show you how we work in the round. So this was rows, and that was really poor grammar there. This sample is row construction, so we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Now we're going to work in the round. So I'm just going to set that off to the side, come down a little bit. We're going to do a magic circle like we did before. So pinch it, wrap it around your two fingers, wrap it around again, making that nice X. Go under the first loop, over the top of the second one, hook it. As you hook it, twist your hook, and then it's an awkward angle, so I'm having trouble. Yarn over and pull through pull through the loop, and yank it down. So now we have the working yarn coming out here, and that makes our slip knot. And right here is our loop. So I'm going to pull that down, so it doesn't need to be that big. And this is what I have. Now, to work in the round, or actually this is going to be working as a continuous spiral because it's amigurumi. Amigurumi, we don't do any joins unless we're switching colors. So you're going to want to keep this first loop fairly loose. See how loose, how much room I have in there? Because it is probably the most difficult when you get back to the beginning of this round. It's the most difficult join because it's the only join. Okay, so I'm going to chain, or I'm only doing single crochet, so that's our chain one. Insert your hook into the loop, or into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, just as you would for a normal single crochet, yarn over and pull through two. And you'll notice I don't work tightly on this very first round because it is so difficult when you get back to the beginning. So that's one. Let's do another one. Insert your hook into the middle of the circle, yarn over, sorry, I don't know if you're able to see that, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through two. That's two. And I've noticed most amigurumi projects start with a circle of 6. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3. Do it again. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 4. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 5. And one more. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 6. And at this point I'll drop my working yarn, pick up my tail, and not completely pull that tight. See how there's still space in there? Because it's actually easier if you don't. And I'm going to go back to the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the one I'm looking for. Our very first one. Give yourself some space with that first loop. See how I pulled that up really loose? Now you can pull it back down. I've gone under both parts of the V. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now with that big giant hole in the middle, big giant hole, boy that was terrible grammar, with that hole in the middle right here, it's very easy to see where we started, where we ended with our first round, and where we put our very first stitch of the next round. Ordinarily I would suggest using a yarn marker. With yellow I suggest using white yarn. If you're going to do yarn marker, if you're going to do the way I do, marking rounds, I use yarn because it's very convenient. Okay, so I put in my first single crochet of round number 2, and now I can pull my tail thread, the one that runs in the center of that circle, and actually pull that down, and that closes the hole. This chunky yarn, your hole is not going to close all the way, but it'll close enough. Okay.